What's the kid from 2.5 Men doing here? Well, about myself, I'm autistic, and after every single show, people always ask me this. I did the show last night, and this girl came up to me, and she's like, "Hey, are you really autistic?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, you can hardly tell." So I was like, "Hey, are you really a girl?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "You can hardly tell." I have this thing called Asperger's syndrome, and I always got picked on in school, you know. And this kid named Josh, he used to tell me if I told anyone, he'd say, "Kill me." And that's very serious stuff, you know. So I came home one day with all these bruises, marks over my face. My dad was like, "Keith, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, Josh did this to me." And he said, if I told anyone, he'd say, "Kill me." So I told the school you did it. Got a 3-week vacation from my dad. I went to the Red Box today, and I don't know if you guys know what the Red Box is, but they give you dollars movie, you know, for $1. And the thing is, I watch a lot of adult videos, you know, so there's no adult videos in the Red Box. I'm gonna save all my money and make a, you know, pink box, you know. So I'm standing in the Red Box, I'm standing behind this beautiful girl who has like the nicest behind in the world. And the thing is, when you have Asperger's, when you check out women, you look very pervy, you know? So I'm all like this. And I'm like thinking to myself, oh yeah, I'd ride you like I'd ride my bicycle. Yeah. And then she turns around, she catches me. And that's like the worst, you know, because I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna, you know, no chance to sleep with her. And then she turns to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend catches me. And that's like the worst, you know what I mean? Because now he's gonna hit me. So he comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, were you just checking out my girl in her pervy way?" And I was like thinking fast, because I'm a fast thinker, you know? And I was like, "No, sir. I was checking you out in a pervy way." So, I'd like to ride you like I ride my bicycle. No helmets. So I dodged a bullet on that. Another thing about having Asperger's is like dating. It's very hard for me. And I think dating's just hard in general because there's all these dating sites, you know. There's eHarmony, Match.com, Megan's Law. And it gets confusing because like whenever I get a girl's phone number, I'll text it. But the problem is I don't see social cues, so I'll just keep texting. I'll be like, "Hey, Sen, how are you? Sen, I'm at the Irvine Improv. Sen, you should come see me. Sen, did you get my first text message? Sen, it was hey, Sen." After like 500 text messages, she responds in all caps, "Stop texting me." So then I respond, "Do you prefer if I call?" Happy face, Sen. Another thing about having Asperger's is jobs. You know, before I became a stand-up comedian, I was a babysitter. And that job sucks because, you know, sitting on babies is uncomfortable. They always move and you're like, "Stay put." But no, I used to work at a grocery store, and that job sucks if you have a social disorder because you have to socialize with people. I'm not good at socializing. So I was scanning this guy's groceries one time, and I was like, "Hi, how are you?" He's like, "Horrible. I just saw my wife cheat on me with my brother, and I just feel like letting go." I was like, "Oh, do you have a Ralph's card?" I was like, "I can't help you with your marriage problems, but if you had a Ralph's card, I could save you 7 cents on that bottle of rat poison you're buying." Never saw the guy again. Another time now I think about it, I was scanning this guy's groceries, and he bought condoms, you know? So I'm trying to socialize, and I was like, "Oh, gonna have a good night tonight, huh?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pound a girl." I was like, "Yeah, whatever that means." So then like 3 minutes later, a girl comes through my line, she bought condoms, and I'm trying to socialize. I was like, "Expecting a pounding tonight, huh?" That's how I got fired at Ralph's. I was watching a TV the other day with this girl, and 5 minutes into it, she looks at me and she's like, "I don't like this movie. This movie's stupid." I was like, "Yeah, this movie's stupid." So then we turn on a rated R movie, And 5 minutes into it, she looks at me and she's like, I don't like this movie. This movie scares me. I was like, yeah, this movie scares me too. So then we turn on an adult video. So I don't know if you've caught my stand-up, but I have autism and I like adult videos. So we're watching the adult video, you know? And 5 minutes into it, she looks at me and she's like, oh, I wish you could do that to me. And I look at her and I'm like, you know you only have one dick, right? I mean, I'll try, but it's not gonna look like that. You know? Plus, I don't know if I could film in HD. I only have a cellular phone. But I'm Keith Reza. All right, guys, are you guys ready to get this comedy show started? Huh?